Agent was the feed ingredient proportioning and mixing, and the first was the pelleting, and the last one was the packaging. And the pellet feed production can transform feed raw materials with low quality, poor taste, and flavor into pellet feed products with balanced nutrition and easy acceptance, and then into high quality feed meats, eggs, and milk products, which has significant social benefits in terms of the efficient utilization of resource and environmental protections. So this is a brief figure. Does anyone know it was made by myself or AI? Before we make the pellet feed, we should receiving the feed. And there are different receiving methods in China. It mainly includes the bulk and bag feed receiving. The detail method including a train plus truck and all truck alone or ship alone. Which one in your country you mainly use? Truck. Okay. And this is the receiving process. It means that when the feed raw materials coming, and first we will perform the sample detection, and if the quality of the raw material meet the requirements of the factory, so it will store it directly. But sometimes it's not always fit the requirement.
Then we return.
And sometimes we will retain. Of course, sometimes we also will acceptance at a reduced price. Yeah. This is a brief receipt material, and there are difference of the transport modes, and you can we can compare the benefits and disadvantage of the different transport. And the ship commonly have a low cost, but it have a relative long transit time, and it also require complex receiving equipment. Yeah. And compared with that, the train offer balanced with medium cost, time, and volume, and of course the moderate receiving equipment. So the train will be lower at price, and of course the time and the requirement of the receiving equipment. The last one was the truck. Truck was fast. But here are the different receiving equipment, like the truck, the ship, and the train, and the different equipment will require different receiving equipment. Which one you familiar most? Which one?
Truck.
This one?
No, the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. This one use this kind. We have seen this in the
Factory.
company. Yeah. This one? After this one? Yeah. So most of the feed material receiving company also buy human. Some yeah. And this are some other receiving equipment. Which one familiar? Which one? Belts?
And the
Screws?
Conveyor.
Yeah. This all used in your country?
Yes.
Yeah. That's very familiar. What?
That one is used in the factory itself.
And after we receiving the materials, the second stage was we should storage them. Yeah. There are three kinds of the storage. Have this also used in your country?
We use the first one so much.
Which one? The first one?
Warehouse.
Warehouse?
Yes.
And silo.
Silo?
Warehouse.
The two.
The first two.
How about the second? The liquid tank? But you don't use the liquid feedstuff like the molasses or oils. Yeah, this will use some special feedstuff. We will use the liquid tank. Yeah.
Okay.
But they are not only brewery that has such of installation.
This one.
No, the third one.
The first one.
No, the last.
Last one.
Liquid tank.
Only brewery can have.
Wait,
Brewery companies.
Brewing companies.
Processing.
啤酒. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the warehouse storage and the vertical silo storage is also widely used in our country. And the first one we know it relatively have it mainly used for packaging raw materials. The vertical silo is used for bulk. And the vertical silo are usually with small residues, ready storage capacity, and of course other high production efficiency, and some cereal grain for humans also stored like this. And with the increasingly fierce market competition of feed markets, more feed raw materials are used in the feed formula. So, which make the use of small capacity vertical silo more popular in feed factories. How many kind of the feed stuff you often used in your country? Just like the animal feeds, you just use the corn, or you will try to use different and much more. Or you will try to use different kind of animal feed and protein, the same. Yeah. How many will try to use? The warehouse often used to store the bags and the barrels of feed, but the automation degree of this is relatively low, and of course the labor cost is high. So it depends on the different countries. And after we have receiving and storage, and another important stage was the cleaning of the materials. The cleaning of the feed ingredients referred to cleaning of the cereal grain, the processed byproducts, and some liquid ingredients. And other feed ingredients and additives generally don't need cleaning. And the feed cleaning is primarily used to remove impurities and dust that are harmful to animals, and the processing equipment and the production environment ensure the safety of the feed quality, equipment, and the workers. Here are some of the impurity in feed ingredients. Which one you are familiar? Which?
Wire.
Stone, yeah. How about the metallic impurity? How you solve this?
Yes.
Have you equipment to cleaning this?
Yes.
We have.
Yeah. That's the impurity in feed ingredient will include the metallic and the silver impurities. Yeah, we could clean this with the different methods like the screening, magnetic separation. This is the most widely used two methods to cleaning the impurities. Of course, there are sometimes with the air separation and specific gravities classification. And this is some equipment. And this is the cleaning equipment, the permanent magnet cylinders. It could cleaning the metallic impurities. And after cleaning, there another stage was the feed grinding. Commonly, the feed grinding refers to the process of using mechanical force to overcome the internal cohesion of the materials to reduce their particle size. We know the particle size were very important for the digestibility of the animals, right? The feeding gradient also typically the energy consumption is very high. It could account for about 30% of the total energy consumption in paddock feed processing. So, we should perform the feed grading according to different animals and the different stage of the animals. The feed grading classification could divide it into the normal grading, the micro grading, and ultra micro grading. Right? Which one? Which kind of grading you rather use? Which kind of feed grading?
Depends on the type of animals.
Is the normal, micro?
It is for pigs.
Have you used the ultra micro grading? Ultra.
I think normal grading.
The difference was the sickling hole diameters. Because the normal grading was the sickling hole diameters was above 1.5 millimeters, and this will make it with relative coarse particle size, and of course it will have a lower surface areas when animal digested. So it may be not suitable for the younger animals like the neonate piglets and the young chickens. Compared with the normal grading, the micro grading, the difference was the sickling hole diameters was above 0.5 millimeters. It have a finer particle size. From the figure